Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Morning Wood. This is the Morning Wood where you get wooded good because that wood is so good. Yes, it is. Welcome to the show. Happy Valentine's Day. This is, I forgot it was Valentine's Day, actually, until Missy popped up and I noticed her red, the flowers in the background. I was like, oh shit, it's Valentine's Day. So I brought my Valentine's Day gift.
Demonetized.
This is my decorations for Valentine's Day. It is my giant inflatable penis, of course.
Yep. He actually blew that before the show. You guys didn't get to see
did.
it.
I did. Yeah, because it was deflating and I had to blow it back up. So yeah.
Yeah, but if you become a patron, then no.
Yeah, I'll blow all your inflatable penises. Anyways, today we are joined by the awesome Skep Talk Live. How you doing?
I am excited to be here.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. I said awesome.
Yeah, awesome.
Awesome.
All
Also,
of-
John, go
All
ahead.
of these are all of this is historically accurate to Valentine's Day, so
Yes.
Mhm.
it's all good to go.
Yeah.
And we're also joined by Anna Mansur. What's up?
How do I love?
And of course, my wonderful co-host, MissyAnn. How you doing?
Good morning.
And the hand with the man up my ass, of course, our wonderful producer man himself, Booleanenator.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the show, all.
Yeah, now get the fuck out. No, I'm joking. So yeah, it is Valentine's Day. We're gonna Skep's here in a little bit. My penis fell. That's the reason I got tickled. My penis just dropped over. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can get it. Yeah, there we go. I want to get it beside me there. There we go.
Speaking of floppy penis,
Right?
Tommy's in the
I saw-
chat room.
yeah, he's there, and I saw a GIF in Shab's Discord, and it was transvestites having sex, right?
Mm.
But the one on top, like their dick was hard, but it was like
Yeah.
completely flapped over and like pointing down, but hard.
Oh, that's a lot of dick.
Right?
I don't understand why it was down like that. And
Floppy cock.
apparently it's broken.
Broken dick. I hate to have a broken dick.
I never knew if it was broken it could still get hard, because this thing was literally like hard but
Well,
down.
They say if you break the gristle in your cock and it does get hard, it's very painful.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to stay away from like anything sexual. So if I ever break my dick, do not come near me, Missy, because your titties makes it go ooh.
I've never heard it. I've never heard it called gristle before.
Well, that's what it is.
Right.
It is accurate, but just never heard it called that.
I thought it was cartilage, but okay.
Yeah, no, it's
Gristle.
gristle. It's gristle.
It's gristle.
Gristle.
Right.
It's gristle.
My only hope is the next time I get hit in the dick, I can remember to yell, "My dick gristle."
Yeah, dude. It's gristle. Cock gristle. Anyways, it is Valentine's Day. It is Friday. We it's a bonus show, so it is the shit show. But special here in a little bit, Mr. Skep's gonna give us the history of the day.
Mhm.
We all do know what's gonna happen today, though. A lot of people are going to be fucking.
Right.
Mhm.
There's gonna be a lot of bitches eating chocolate and a lot of dicks getting blown.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yep, there's gonna be plenty of women eating chocolate, plenty of men eating pussy. You know.
Yeah. And if it was me, I'd be eating chocolate pussy.
Right.
That was a perfect segue into that.
Yes, it was.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't discriminate against vanilla candy either. I like vanilla candy. I mean, I kiss up on you on a white girl's vagina before. I've done it. Not as many black vagina, not as many as I have black vaginas, but still, there's some. My ex-wife was white, Caucasian. Probably
Yeah.
didn't work out.
Probably.
But no, I'm joking. I do not discriminate against my own people.
I do. I hate
You do?
everybody.
You hate everybody. You hate all Chinese people.
Mm-hmm.
She's Chinese. She got sumo titties.
Maybe Japanese. Isn't Japanese?
Well, don't ruin my joke. Shit. You're right. It is. It is Japanese. You're right. There's some fat Chinamen though.
Yeah, there are.
Actually, one of the
Definitely
greatest sumo wrestlers of all time is a Caucasian dude.
Really?
Mhm. I can't think of his
know.
name. Yeah, I can't think of his name. He was a pretty good sumo wrestler. You know, those dudes in Japan, man, they're like idolized.
Oh yeah,
I-
they're like worshipped.
Yeah,
It's like
fat
our
guys.
football.
Yeah, big guys in Japan, man, are loved because you know sumo wrestlers. Sumo is a big sport in Japan. So yeah,
They're like they are a legitimate like political force over
Yeah.
there.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they are definitely. If you are running for office over there, you want the sumo to endorse you.
yes, absolutely. Well,
Yep.
just like here, you know, you want certain celebrity or certain athletes to endorse. Over there, it's sumo wrestlers. You know, it's a big deal.
I've also
I
seen
had
like
no
a.
idea.
I've also seen sumo wrestlers like they've been noted as like a rare example of people, even though they're fucking obese, that their lifestyle is still healthy because they know how to like go about maintaining their body even at that fucking size, which is really fucking incredible when you think.
Well, they're athletic big people. They really are.
Yep.
They're very
Yeah, exactly.
athletic. Yeah, they're some tough motherfuckers too.
Oh yeah, definitely. I wouldn't fuck with one, not at all.
No,
There are also a lot of skinny sumo wrestlers too.
yes, they
Right?
are.
Like they don't have a drip of fat on them, but they wrestle in complete sumo form. So yeah.
There's different weight classes, just like just like any boxing and
Sure.
MMA. There's different
I
weight classes.
remember my kid wrestles in high school, and he's in a different weight class now because he dropped down to be in that weight class. But before, when he had first started out, he was kind of heavier, so he was in like the heavyweight class,
Mhm.
but he was on like the very end of the spectrum here, and he was going against dudes that were like 60, 70 pounds heavier than he was, because they just grouped all the heavyweights together.
Yeah.
And it was literally like watching sumo wrestling, and it's high
Mm.
school. Like these dudes would literally just pick my kid up and throw him. And my
Wow.
kid was like, he was still like 200 pounds. He wasn't a small, like
Mhm.
he's 6'3". He's not a small kid. So to pick him up and toss him, like I can imagine these actual adult sumo wrestlers have to be massive.
Yeah, they're big boys, but it's a really big sport. Like I mean, I've watched it on TV and stuff, and the audience there is like huge, man. They have like some really.
Oh, looks like we froze
like.
on the stream. Booleanenator's froze. Oh, never mind.
Well,
I don't know.
I was froze for a second. I saw it.
Right.
Tommy told you to move to Japan, Pimp.
yeah, I heard that. I seen that.
Right.
Yeah, 'cause I've
Tommy,
never
Tommy,
been
you can do
caught
better than that.
No,
You
he
can do
can't.
better than that.
He can't though. That's the thing. He can't really.
Still going on my end. I don't know what. the
Yeah, it's
heck
going
they're
on
all
my
about.
end too.
Yep. It was just the
For a second.
the screen I was in. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool.
It's
That's cool.
YouTube being YouTube, of course.
Right. Right.
But I'm actually trying to lose weight again. I do struggle with the weight loss thing, but my history of weight loss is crazy because I used to weigh almost 600, then I got down to 260, then I gained another 100, then I lost some, then I gained some more last year, and now I'm trying to lose it again. So it's crazy.
Right.
But I'm nowhere near my biggest point at one point. I was almost 600 pounds at one point. So, and I lost a lot. And my weight goal was 250 at that point. And then I was going to go lower, but I was at 260. And then my legs got hurt, and which is no excuse, but
Mhm.
that's what happened. And I started gaining weight back. But yeah, we're heading back. We're
I
getting
got
back
up
there.
to I got up to
don't need no one-
340.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, really?
Yep, sorry.
Wow.
And then I was really concerned with, the fact that I was 340 pounds because I had never been that big before. I dropped down to 290, and in the last, I mean, I work out 5 days a week and have been on a diet since that day. I have gained 20 pounds, but these pants were made for a much fatter man. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that the metric is working.
There you go. I am. I've only been back on it like about 2 weeks. Like really strong back on it about 2 weeks, but I can already tell a little difference. So it's doing. Like I said, I like it's one of my go-tos. My two go-tos when I get depressed, sad, or anything is food and cigarettes. And when my dad's situation happened last year, that's the two things I started doing again, smoking again and eating again. And which is not, I'm not excusing it by any means, not excusing it, but that's just what happened,
Yeah, well, it's never an excuse if you're just laying down a fact. Like,
yeah. Yeah. It's not trying to excuse it at all, but it is what it is. And I did gain a little bit back after losing quite a bit. And again, so I lost quite a bit last year, quite a bit of weight. Well, no, yeah, before VidCon, I lost quite a bit. Then after VidCon, that's when shit started going wrong again. So yeah, but we'll
I
get there.
just found out I have a gluten sensitivity.
Really? Well, guess what? My penis has no gluten in it.
That's awesome.
We're good. None. No gluten.
I do have a story at some point we can talk about that'll make people feel good if they're not feeling too good on Vagina Day. I want to find at least one story that'd make people feel good about themselves. So.
You know what I do hate about this day? Okay, this is what and it's not what you expect me to say. I actually hate the people who bitch about this day. I hate
Me too. Me too.
It's a commercial day. It's a commercial day. Who gives a fuck? Let people enjoy it. Honestly, I don't give a shit if people out there enjoying this day. It doesn't bother me. Why does it bother you? It's because you're lonely, fucking, you're angry.
Yeah. I mean, like, you don't have a Valentine's on Valentine's Day. Okay, well, I don't have a dad on Father's Day. Like, you don't see me, like, sitting here and bitching about it and moaning, like...
Yeah,
that's a commercial day, too. I mean, they're all holidays.
All holidays.
Yeah, all holidays are commercial. Right. So who gives a shit?
Everything has been transformed by modern society, and as long as people are still enjoying themselves, having a good time, and not doing anything that is detrimental to society as a whole, let them fucking do it.
I agree with that. The point is, in my mind, is like there's more important things to fucking bitch about than look at this fucking 1 day of fucking consumerism. Like there's so much fucking worse examples of corporations.
We need those days, by the way. Right. Those days put money back in the economy.
That's true. Yeah. People tend to forget about that type of shit too. It's like if it makes people happy, then they can engage in it. And guess what? If you don't want to engage in the holiday, you don't fucking have to. That goes for any fucking holiday. I know Christmas is like shoved in everyone's fucking face, but most other fucking holidays, if you don't want to participate, you can fucking ignore it. And
Christmas is the one holiday you can't ignore.
Yeah, that is the one. That is the one.
Right.
Yeah, that is the one. You can't ignore Valentine's Day. You can't ignore Halloween and other days. You can't ignore Christmas. That shit is up your ass. It's up your ass.
It really is.
But I'm normally a Christmas guy, though, to be honest with you. I like Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, it's perfectly fine. I get in this argument every...
Go ahead.
Sorry about that. I get in this argument every year with everybody about St. Patrick's Day. Yeah. There's a lot of people who get really uptight about the fact that, yes, it was an Irish tradition that has been brought over here and it has been changed and molded, and it is no longer anything that it used to look like across the pond. Mm. But that's the deal. It's not that over here.
Yeah,
right?
It's
not. Here's the thing. Holidays are what you make of them, right? If you decide to be a crappy old bitch about a holiday every time it comes around each year, then that's how you choose to experience the holiday. Other people, they take the holiday and they make it into what it is. Like they go out with some fucking friends. Maybe on Valentine's Day they don't even fucking go out with their fucking significant other. Maybe they just fucking go out with a couple fucking friends if they don't have someone, and they just do something. They make you make the best of what you fucking can. You know what I mean? Rather than just be a miserable fucking bitch every single day consecutively, whining about the same thing every year over and over again. Do you know how that fucking feels? Because like I've told you multiple times, Pimpmunk, I used to be that fucking person who was like, fuck Valentine's Day, fuck all this capitalist bullshit. I fucking can't stand this shit. I used to be one of those people, and it got fucking tiring. tiring, and eventually I just decided it's tiring to be fucking pissed off all the fucking time.
I used to be the same way when I was younger, and but here's the deal: most of the time when I bitched about it, it was the year that I didn't have someone to have sex with that day.
Yeah.
And guess what? I don't have no one to have sex with today. But you know what I did? I went out and bought my mama a Valentine's. Yes, I did.
You made the best of the day.
Yeah, I bought my mom some candy, a flower. I bought her an owl that says "I will always love you." It's cheesy and corny, but hey,
I thought you
was
were
a nice
talking
thing to
about
do.
your other Valentine. I thought you bought your mom an inflatable dick. But anyway,
Yeah.
No.
My kids got me flowers.
Excellent.
stop hating on the haters. The haters are gonna hate.
Yeah.
That's true. And I noticed that ad friendly as fuck said that we were being edgy by hating on the haters.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, come on, it's just a day for people to enjoy themselves. I really don't get. I don't get into it that much, but it doesn't really. Who cares? But so anyway, you deserve it, Missy, said Ace.
Aw, thank you, Ace.
Ace is the place.
Ace is a sweetie pie.
Ace is a bitch.
A little bit. He likes to stick his finger in his mouth and go like that.
I like to stick your titty in my mouth and go.
Ace is awesome.
I'm awesome.
You are too.
I'm more awesome than Ace.
Okay.
You know why?
Because you're
Because
pimp.
I said so.
Oh.
And I have a
Because you're
giant
pimp.
inflatable penis.
Yes, you do.
I'm gonna
Nice.
bring
These
this to
cats would
VidCon,
probably
and I'm gonna.
hop.
Hey, I tell you what. One of the things we're gonna do, because we're doing next week. We're starting the VidCon crowdfunding shit for me and Missy. We're gonna be starting that now for the Morning Wood Crew. Basically, we're starting the VidCon, and one of the things I'm gonna do at VidCon, if we make a certain amount of money when we start it, I'm gonna spank her with the giant inflatable penis. Yeah.
You should shove that penis up Jeff Holiday's ass. I think that'd be pretty.
Well, Jeff Holiday would enjoy it way too much.
Yeah, that's true. You're all right. Yeah.
He would like it. Now she's gonna suck the glass dick.
Class.
The glass cock. Anyways, so let's hear the history of Valentine's Day from our human Google machine, Mr. Skepta.
So originally, the date of February 14th did have some sort of reason that it was something was celebrated. The ancient Greeks are used to celebrate quite a few different things around this time, and as soon as the Romans took over, they did a lot of what people do as they start to take over other societies, which is to take old traditions and then change it to something that fits their new narrative. Their new narrative was probably the wackiest shit that has ever, hit celebration. The 13th, 14th, and 15th of February used to be called the Feast of Lupercalia. So the Feast of Lupercalia was a super ruckus ritualistic sacrifice. Now, specifically, the sacrifice was 2 goats and a puppy.
What?
Yes. When you start to look into Roman sacrifices and cultures, puppies become very important, and I'll explain that in just a second. So when you look into, I'm going through my old show notes here, so I make sure that I've got all my data correct. So the first step to celebrating Lupercalia was to take those animals that I had just described a little bit earlier, and you lead them into a specific ritual site. And this ritual site is usually the closest cave to your town. So you would haul these animals into a cave, and you would sacrifice the goats in your standard creepy goat sacrifice kind of way, where you would slit the throats and bleed out all over the blood, and then you've got a couple of animals in a pile. Now, the puppy. So sacrificing a puppy in Roman and Greek tradition, a puppy is a symbol of purity.
Yeah.
And if you sacrifice a puppy, you have made whatever you just did in this sacrificing case the most pure thing that it can be.
Wow.
So they even had, I'm trying to find the name for it. There was a specific name for when you sacrifice a puppy. They had a name that's how much that this used to get. So much puppy sacrifice. And I can't find the name on it. I'll find it here in a minute. Anyway, you would then lead 2 boys who had been chosen by the elders of the town. Now, those 2 boys are often the highest standing boys in the town, like say the most the biggest merchant's son or the mayor's son. And of course, these boys were wearing no clothing, and they would go into the cave with a whole bunch of old men. And the boys would then be given a ritualistic. They would perform a ritual.
They suck their little dicks.
So the priests would then take out their standard Valentine's Day knives.
Yes.
So,
of course.
so they would take those knives and they would press the knives into the blood of the animals that they had sacrificed, and then leave a mark on the forehead of the boys in the shape of a knife. So wasn't necessarily the worst thing, right?
There's not enough pot for this. There's not enough pot for this. Killing puppies. Valentine's Day is about fucking killing
they
puppies.
Would then
beautiful.
Fuck Christ.
Right. They would then take the goat of the the blood of the sacrificed goat on the foreheads and the milk of the sacrificed goats and pour it over the boys' heads.
Jeez.
While this is happening, the boys were expected to fake laughter as hard as they could for the entirety of the time that they are being covered in blood and sacrificed milk.
So they was listening to Tommy
why
Tommy from the Bronx's comedy. Then they were forced to fake laughter. Okay,
right?
Yeah, but you wonder why the fuck people are fucking fucked in the head now, because our ancestors were forced to fucking laugh about killing puppies while they're being bathed in goat milk. Jesus Christ! Like, yeah, that's not gonna fuck anybody up,
right? And soon as the animal fluid covered naked boys, laughing as hard as they could, came out of the cave, Lupercalia officially began. Afterwards, the priests would then haul the corpses of the sacrificed animals into the middle of the town. The animals would then be skinned, and the skin was saved for a very important purpose.
Yes.
The bodies were then chopped up and served to everybody in a giant feast. Now, this feast was... They ate the puppy. They ate the goats. They would then... they had a word for it, and it basically meant to burn the shit out of. They would... The joke of Cajun style when you cook something for too long, that was on purpose in this instance. So everyone's running around eating burnt goat and burnt puppy. They would take the skin and they would turn them into what were called leather thongs. Technically, the uncured hide of animals is not leather. That is just skin. These would appropriately be more called disgusting skin whips. So, and by thong, we don't mean like the clothing thong. We mean the leather strap thong, which you would use to beat each other with. Right? So
course.
all of
Not
the men
Australian
of-
flip flops either. Not Australian flip
Right.
flops.
Exactly. Exactly. So the men of high standing from the village would then go full naked, which could be expected of the
A lot
time.
of naked around here, ain't it?
Right. Right. Then they would proceed to oil each other up,
Yay.
and each one of them would be issued one of these leather thongs and set loose on the town to begin the most important work of all of the Feast of Lupercalia.
Running naked with puppy leather, slapping
Right.
people.
Correct. For fertility.
Fucking
I feel like
Good
I'm on
and
drugs right now, man.
who's fertility for the old man, so they can get it up. Is that what it is? 'Cause-
It's actually for the women.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
So-
a turn on, let me tell you. Killing puppies and old men running at me waving leather straps. Whoo!
Right. So they were on a hunt for the women of the town who would pretend to not want to get hit with these flails. In all actuality, the women really wanted to, because it was supposed to increase your chance of carrying a child to term, because science.
Yeah.
Right.
We didn't want to.
Makes sense to
You
me.
guys think we wanted
Right.
to. We didn't want to.
They did.
We didn't.
Right. And
don't.
well, I mean, it makes a
I'd
lot of sense
hide.
that they were attempting. Right. It makes a lot of sense that they were attempting to find any way they could to increase the chance to carry a child to term, because in that time, child mortality rates were rampant and miscarriages were very high.
I wonder
So-
why. Maybe it's because they were doing shit like this.
Maybe it was because you were eating puppies.
Right.
Karma. Fuck
Puppy
you.
meat is good.
Don't eat
Uh,
puppies.
So these skin whips, by the way, were called februar.
Ah.
Are you
Yeah.
fucking kidding me?
Nope.
Oh my god.
No,
February.
Long-
February.
Right.
Got
It's
it.
ruined
Exactly.
for the rest of my life.
Wait, please tell me that's not actually where it's derived from.
So
It
the,
very
whole, the
much
whole month,
is.
the whole month is named after skin whips. In case you
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
follow that,
No.
folks.
Yes.
Puppy skin whips. Not just any skin whips. Puppy skin whips.
Hey.
There has never been a definite connection made, but there has not been any other definite connection made to the other naming of February.
Yeah.
So the couple of different ways that people say that February is possibly named after all goes back to Roman times and to Roman names, and February is definitely something that is one of the contenders. So
Yeah.
No, this is a tough pill to swallow. I don't know about this one, man. Jesus Christ.
the months might be named after holy magic squishy skin flails that make you more pregnanter.
At least you keep bitching about them wearing puppy thongs. At least they didn't skin the fucking boys and wear them motherfuckers.
Right. So,
Could've done that.
right.
I don't know. Like worse
The-
than puppies.
As we were talking about the feast of Lupercalia, it was a scanty feast. There wasn't very much going on for the feast. They had the goat and the puppy to eat, but they did have one thing that made it a true celebration: copious amounts of alcohol.
There you
Of
go.
course.
At this point, everybody got drunk.
This is making me
Every single
concerned.
person.
Even the little boys with the damn blood soaking down their head bodies. God dang it.
Exactly.
Well, this is what I'm saying. My kid is in Latin class celebrating this right now. We got a present for
Yes.
this shit last night. What are they doing with my child? If he
Right.
comes home drunk with like blood and goat's milk, I'm gonna have to write a letter.
A letter, yeah.
A strongly worded letter, to be clear.
The only non-sacrificed food they had at these feasts was mola salsa, which is a small salt pancake and possibly the origin of the Roman Catholics' communion wafers.
Oh.
Huh.
Right. So after this hallmark moment of a festival, at this point, everyone is supposed to be super mega fertile because they've done everything correctly. And then the events of the festival begin, and they don't hand out greeting cards. They just skip directly to the chase. Like some sort of ancient creepy Tinder, all of the eligible young women that wanted to get pregnant would write their name on clay tablets, and the men would pull a clay tablet from the jar, and you are now hooked up for the remainder of the entire festival.
Well,
Dude,
down.
Icky.
Dude, you know, I
So-
bet Joe Biden would bring this back if he became president.
So instead of
Hey.
secret Santas, they had secret hookers. Got it.
Uh-huh.
Hey, that's a good reason to vote for Biden. Oh, I'm just saying.
Oh, jeez.
God. Well, what
Now,
happens
this
if
is
you
the-
didn't become fertile? Were you like, oh well, then you
Vote for
must
no
have
baby.
you didn't cook the puppy right,
Right.
you know? Like-
Definitely, they would come up with some sort of reason. But this is where any similarities between Lupercalia and Valentine's Day completely separate, as there's no reason for procreation or anything else from what's going on. But I think we are definitely missing out. The rest of Lupercalia is, in my opinion, very, very, very fun. So you would then so this is completely separate information. Where I gotta find, okay. The best part of Lupercalia by far is the airing of grievances. So you've got your drunk, naked townsfolk all present,
Festivus.
all coitus, ready to, feeling good, everything's good to go. So what they would do with the rest of their time is they would break into filthy, vulgar songs that described everything bad that their neighbors had done over the last year.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
so like the Iowa caucus.
Right.
I like that one.
So if you caught your brother, or if you got caught having a affair at a brothel, your neighbors would come and out on Lupercalia, and they would sing a song about your sexcapades for everybody to hear.
And what if your wife
And-
didn't know and she's just like sitting there listening and
Right.
she's like, what the fuck?
Thank you,
Right.
Alan, for the $5 tip. Appreciate it, buddy.
The idea is to shame everyone into good behavior.
Yeah.
Mm.
So this continued until the 5th century AD, until the Pope came in and ruined everything forever.
No more orgies for you guys.
Ah,
No one ever
fuck.
drew my name out of the clay pot. They
And
always
it's funny.
broke my tablet. So
It's funny how we got what we do today from that crazy shit.
Right.
Well,
Right.
Yeah, a lot of holidays have an interesting origin. Halloween, Christmas, there's all types of them. Yeah.
Right. And you mind if I self-promo a sec?
Go ahead.
So, if you're interested in hearing anything more about the Feast of Lupercalia, or the Valentine's Day Massacre, or random creepy Valentine's Day facts, check out episode 4 of my edited podcast on libsyn.com/Mass Hysteria Podcast.
There you go. Episode 4.
I've got a bunch. Yeah.
That is interesting. I think we kind of went over this a little bit last year, not into detail that you did, but because I don't remember recalling the little boy thing.
Mm-hmm.
I've never
Yeah.
heard this in my life, and I really
Ah.
hope that's not the
I-
version they just taught my kid.
Yeah, I can't believe what I just heard, but that's the morning wood for you. So yeah.
Right.
Dude, we teach you shit.
Teach you. They're educational.
And I honestly think we should bring back, but not little boys, though. We shouldn't bring the little boys naked anywhere near this situation. What we need to do, though, is bring Animancer and have him naked and pour blood all over his ass.
Okay.
You ready, Annie?
He ain't got no hair on his body
Sure.
anyway. He's very feminine.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't
Sure,
got
go
no,
ahead.
so it's kind of like a little boy in a way.
Okay.
Yeah. Or a little girl, either way you want to look at it.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Right.
hear that, Onision?
Annie's a little girl.
I'd rather talk about child nakedness than Onision.
But I think that there is a real place for the airing of grievances in our modern time. If there were Valentine's Day diss tracks
Yeah,
that,
that'd be
that
good.
dropped, yeah, that would make February a very cool month.
Well, my family does that every day. Every day.
Day.
Every day. We
Day.
we believe in festivals around this fucking part. I'll tell you right now.
Right.
But as soon as you say air grievances, I thought, of course, I went to Seinfeld festivals for the rest of us.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure.
I bet that's where they got it from.
Yeah. Comedy writers do a lot of historic research, you know?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. It's interesting though. It is an interesting thing. But you know, like eating goat and shit, I've ate goat. Goat's all right.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I'm surprised they
But I mean,
fuck the goat.
if you're just dragging a sacrificed goat into the middle of town and then chopping it up and burning it, it's not going to be the best.
No, you don't want to burn your goat. You want to barbecue your goat. You want a nice crispy goat, but not a burnt goat.
I've never had
Right.
goat.
I've had goat. I've had barbecued goat before. It's actually not bad. It's
My sister
okay.
had alligator. She said she liked alligator.
You know, the Jamaicans like to make jerk goat. Like they do jerk chicken. Everybody thinks jerk chicken, but they do a lot of jerk stuff and you know, jerk chicken. Jerk goat's all right.
Jerk chicken.
Right.
Jerk goat's all right too.
Mm.
And
You want to jerk off a goat?
Be gamey. Goat gamey.
not really.
No,
it's not gamey. It's not gamey.
Because I've had like
It's a farm
venison.
animal.
I've had bear. I've had moose.
I don't like game meat. I don't like game meat. I don't like the taste of game.
I don't care for it, but my
Goat
stepdad
doesn't
hunts,
taste gamey.
and he always
No.
does this big like dinner every year. And we go
Now,
to-
goat's not one of my favorite dishes, but I mean, if I ate it, I don't just hate it. So,
Generally, that gamey taste is from non-domesticated animals, and goats have been domesticated for a very long time. So.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
Right.
goats are very domesticated.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
They're domesticated animals.
You're an educational program.
But there are
here.
wild goats too, so they
No, there are.
they may taste gamey.
Right. And it's all about the diversity of your diet. If you are eating a standardized food every day, you're going to develop a standardized taste in your flesh.
Huh.
Oh, I
Okay.
see. Yeah, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Mhm.
very true.
I have had alpaca. Alpaca was all right. And I had, a snake, like a lot of different snake. And it's almost all oily, which is weird.
Very true. Those bitches are so silly. I swear they are. You know what we're talking about, right?
I don't. I'm
Oh,
missing
there's
it.
these. What are their names, Animancer?
It's the angelic
Who are you talking about?
It's
Jamie. It's Jamie Body Mind and her mom, the angelic whatever.
I don't know what you're talking about at
Those
all.
chicks-
Girls
beach
from
in the
fucking
sky.
DP, and they go up here and they're
Well,
talking. I go, it's true.
What?
They're
What
not
the fuck
from
are you-
DP, but yeah.
But yeah, but they
Wait a
talk
minute.
about him.
Am I fucking high right now? I have no
No.
idea what you guys are talking about at
Like
all.
this. Someone in the chat knows who. Come on, guys.
They go like that? They
Yes,
go like
Yeah,
that?
they
reach
touch the
the sky.
sky and they go like this.
And
They
they
have
go
to,
like
like, get
that?
to the portal.
Okay.
They have to get to the
True.
portal.
It's- And the older woman will be sitting there talking, and the younger will go, "It's true."
Yeah, and
It's
she's
true.
just always doing this.
And she was doing this shit to a horse because she's supposed to be like a horse whisperer in a way too.
Oh.
But she was doing it. But listen, the funny thing, there's this one video
There
she
you
was
go,
doing it, and the horse
angelic
bit her
angel.
ass.
Oh man, she didn't whisper to her that well, I guess.
They go like this.
The horse kept
It's
biting
Baby
her ass.
Body Mind, and their channel name is the Angelic Initiative, and they go like this.
Mm.
Because they have to get.
I like when Missy does that though, because her boobs does this little.
And my boobs
Centrifugal
probably look
force
better.
just takes over.
JB Body Mind she's got some nice tits on her too, but
She
mine
does
look
got a
better.
nice rack though. She's crazy.
does.
as a
She
motherfucker.
sits there in a little tight tank top, and she just goes like this.
But she got
But
a
she
nice
figured
rack.
out. Did you see? She figured out we were all making fun of her because she was sitting there going like this, and her mom goes, "And when you guys sit there and you make fun of what we did," she just starts laughing because apparently they've seen people making fun of them.
I think you got to expect that though when you do shit like that.
They sit
Right.
by a tree and
Yeah.
they go like this, and they're just getting to the portal, and they're getting that.
Missy, you seem like you really enjoy doing this. You keep doing it.
Keep doing it. You
That's
do
what they
keep
do.
doing it.
Yeah, we understand, Missy. We understand.
It's like she's massaging a giant's testicles or something.
Yeah,
It's true. These are big balls. Anyways, angelic initiative is what they go by, I think. They're really crazy bitches.
Right.
Yeah, so anyways, they probably got a couple of boys out in the barn with blood on them.
I got a little sample for Annie if he wants to see it.
Yeah,
I pulled up one of their
please.
videos.
You've never seen
Yeah, go
one?
ahead.
I can't
Yeah,
believe you've
definitely.
never seen-
Okay, here we go.
See, there's Jamie in the tank top. That's her mom next to her.
Strands, while they are also engaged in the activity of helping the greater good through allowing dead people to go to the light who are trying to get to the light and can't get there because we're in the way.
That's true.
Now these,
Then
Sure, seriously,
there's
it's
win,
true.
win, win, win,
Oh my
win, win.
god, what the fuck is this?
Why do you think I
The
keep
sign
saying
is
it's
to
true?
get these dead people out who are trying to get to the light, and we're blocking their way. We, as a collective, are blocking their way, and shame on us.
Yeah, but
Shame
she's
on
got
us
a
for
nice
keeping
rack.
people from the
Oh my
light.
god,
Ooh,
stop
I don't
grabbing
have that
those
on my
invisible
karmic
dicks.
record.
You know, her arms are
And so,
really
for those
toned,
of us who
too.
are willing
Being
to
like
let it
this all
blast
day.
through us, at least that won't be on our karmic record.
That's true.
We'll just have to deal with
That's
all the rest
true.
of the things we find. And not
that's enough of that shit.
Preventing-
They were fucking
Yeah,
great,
I can't
dude.
take any more of that.
Dude, they were
Thanks.
ghost handling.
Yeah,
They were taking ghosts and putting them in the sky.
Oh my
They're
god.
helping him. They're helping him get to the light.
That's true. And she does that through the whole video too. Like they never put their arms down, and then she'll say, "That's true," like 100 times. Like that's true.
Yeah,
So she's
the
got,
chick
like,
on the left,
knee hurt.
that's her one line. She had to memorize it. That's true.
That's true.
Right.
So that's what she says the whole time,
Oh,
and then
man,
the mom's
you know what
the
the
one
other
that's
Sometimes she'll
talking.
say it like
Yeah.
it's right or something, or shit like.
You know what the
One
other
time she
lady is saying is
disagreed
right,
and she
yeah.
said no, and her mom was just like,
Wait,
"What?"
really?
Yeah.
Damn. Now that's a fucking twist right there. That's a common tactic I see on YouTube too. Like that one guy, Gazi Kodzo, he always has, his one white friend in the background just sitting there and nodding. You know, it's like, wow, this other guy agrees with everything that he says. So, this guy must be saying something right. That's the idea behind it.
That's true.
That's your hype. It's your
It's
hype
true.
man.
It's true.
Yeah, but she actually does videos of her own too, where she does actually talk a lot.
Oh, okay. Well,
And she's the one that got bit by the horse.
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
She probably deserved it.
By a horse.
That horse looked so uninterested too, man. It was she was in there. She was talking. Now take your anger. Like, why is the horse angry? First of all, I don't.
It was like, I'm angry at you, bitch. Get the fuck
And
out.
the horse got because what it was, the horse was one of those horses. I guess there was a horse that bit people, and he's like, "Fuck you, bitch!" Bit the shit out of her. Man, it was
Yeah.
funny. Ghazi is a racist piece of shit. I agree, Alan Race. Ghazi is a racist piece of shit.
Horses have big mouths. I wouldn't want to get bitten by one of those.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to be bitten by Ghazi.
That's true.
Me neither.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
We live in dark times, man. Dark times.
Dark times indeed.
That's true.
But apparently these chicks are actually, I guess, popular. I don't know. I mean, they've
I don't know.
got
They
a
have
follow.
like a following.
Yeah, they got a
people
following.
believe them.
And I don't understand a goddamn thing they're talking about either. By the way, the shit they say don't make no fuck sense.
Yeah, like, cause I listened to that small clip that you guys played, and I listened, but I didn't hear anything. You know what I mean? Like, I listened, but I did not hear anything. I
Well,
retained nothing.
they say a lot without saying shit. Yeah,
Exactly. A lot of people on YouTube
It's
do
true.
that, honestly. But
the majority.
They're batshit.
yeah,
That's
They're
true.
batshit.
They're very bad shit.
you're getting jazzy. All right.
I like that music though. It made me feel it in my bones,
And it's Willie.
in my willy.
Oh, damn.
Shut up, woman.
Fuck you.
A man's
Okay,
vagina. All right, well,
that's true.
start jerking off those invisible dicks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Big giant penis on top of my head. That's true. So what is the craziest Valentine's Day gift you have ever received, Missy? You goddamn pothead. How many times you gonna hit that motherfucking thing? Goddamn, woman. Quit blowing smoke up my ass.
Craziest Valentine's Day gift I ever got was from my sister, and it was this like it was called like the butterfly something, and it was a cock ring to go on like my boyfriend at the time, but it had this like butterfly with a beaver in the middle of it, and the beaver's tongue stuck out of it and like wiggled. It was the funniest looking fucking thing I'd ever
Here's the
seen.
thing that I find strange about that. Because, see, my family don't be giving each other sex stuff. But why is she so interested in your sex?
Oh, me and my sister are very, very close.
That's
Like
true.
we're 9 months and 16 days apart.
Mm.
Like we're just very close. I was the one when
Happy Valentine's Day.
thought that she was pregnant. I was the one that like held the stick so she could pee on it. Like she couldn't figure it out. Like we're very close. I love my
Would that be-
sister.
That's a little too
Would that be
close.
the butterfly clit vibrating cock ring triple tickler?
Yes.
God,
that's
What did I
it.
just
Okay.
hear? What did I just hear?
That was a
How did
lot.
it- Butterfly
Right.
on it.
Yeah. It's got like a little vibrating metal cylinder that sits underneath the vibrator or underneath the butterfly.
That's true.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day to you too, Spirit. Hope you're having a good one, baby.
Happy pussy day to everybody. Yeah.
You know, it's cocks involved too, right?
Mhm.
It's Vagina Day.
So you're a sexist.
Yes. You got me. You got me. Terrible
It's
stuff.
true. It's very true.
It is very true.
All right.
So true. Anyway,
Let the
yes.
airing of grievances
I tell you
begin.
what I did one time. This was years and years ago. But you know the show Fox and Friends?
Yeah.
They were having a thing with what is the weirdest Valentine's Day gift? This is what made me think about that.
Yeah.
So they were taking emails and messages, and I messaged in and said just made up something, and I said the weirdest Valentine's Day I ever got. I act like I was an old dude. I said my son gave me I love you dad underwear,
Mm.
and they read that shit on TV.
Really?
Yeah. And I call myself Bob, by the way. I just named myself Bob. And so yeah, they read that shit.
It'd be weird if it was edible underwear.
It wasn't. I would have thought about it, but it says "I love you, Dad" underwear, and they was like, "This is so strange." They even talked about it for like a minute. This is the. Yeah, I'll let you.
That's that weird.
Just goes to show some people will believe anything that they're sent. You know.
It's not
Yeah.
that weird.
It is kind of. I love you, Dad underwear on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that's weird. What the fuck?
Fuck yeah, it would be weird. What kind of family you come from?
We're a little weird.
If you don't find that weird, y'all be giving each other some strange shit.
We do. Now that I think of it. One year, I've got 4 sisters. I'm the oldest of 6 kids, right? So there's 5 girls and a boy, and my brother is the baby. And one year, one sister gave the other sister pantyhose. Just
Well,
pantyhose.
that's not weird.
But this sister that got the one that was gifted the pantyhose, right? She's like a size 0,
Mm-hmm.
and the pantyhose that she got was like a 2X.
Oh,
Like obviously going to be quite large on her.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like you can you might not know a size, like you might not know her size and need to ask her, but like it's very apparent that she's not a plus size woman. And that's what she got.
Yeah. Oh, so she was trolling your sister.
I think so.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Here's a moon ring somebody got for a weird. It's actually a ring that you can wear, and it's a naked ass that farts.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, so that's actually funny. That's pretty good. I would love that gift.
So it's a ring that you wear on your finger?
Correct. Yeah.
That's a naked ass, and it farts.
And it makes fart noises.
You push it.
Is it
fart
the
noises.
the one
How
with the he's
is my
got
question.
blue jeans and black shoes? I
How
have found
not?
it.
Yes.
Technology's come a long way.
How did I was hoping it was going to be electronic because other than that, I can't see how something that
is
small could make farts.
Well, it's electronic.
It's not an actual. You don't actually smell like a fart.
Oh, I thought.
No, I understand
mood
that,
ring.
man. But
I'm thinking like, how is it changing colors and farting?
Changing color.
I thought you said mood.
Moon ring.
Moon ring.
Moon. Like
yeah, I got the moon ring part, but my issue was I was picturing this little tiny whoopee cushion you wear on your finger and just go.
Farts. Farts are funny. I like farts.
I gotta send this here. I'm gonna send this on the side chat, and here's some underwear that you can give your man.
Sweet.
That's ridiculous.
Unicorn draws.
I think if someone ever came up to me wearing those, I would not be able to keep a straight face.
You'd be
I
all
would
in
have
the
to ask to take it.
I'd make a shit ton of friendship is magic jokes.
Oh my god.
That's for the fluffy in your life, though. Of the fluffy, the furry. I meant the furry.
The fluffy.
Right.
That's great.
Sorry.
I don't know why, but I think that referring to furries as fluffies from now on is probably going to be a thing.
Yeah, it should be.
Fluffy, that's
Fluffies is a thing, though. It's when they fuck
Right.
feathery pillows. I don't know. I just made it.
Right.
I just made it.
fat. I thought it was like a gay fat thing.
It may be.
It's probably something.
Fat dude,
Everything.
you're like,
It's
or
a-
like if you are a gay fat dude, you're a fluffy.
Now here is what I want to get.
Oh.
What?
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Let's
Yeah.
do that.
So
Have you
it's-
ever seen those ones you crawl into and it's a board? Or it's like it's a flat thing and they suck all the air out and you're just like stuck in it.
Like a board of directors.
that was a dumbass joke.
So that costume is essentially, for anybody who's in the chat and can't, see what we're talking about, that's the gimp suit from that what was that spooky show?
Oh my
American
god.
Horror Story.
I love that one. I love that one. It's a little hug for your cock.
Yeah, so you need to show that on the thing here. Yeah. I like this with this. It's a cock hugger. A nut
Right.
hugger. A ball hugger.
A nut hugger.
Nut hugger, yeah. A nice little hug for your penis.
Cute.
It is cute. It's true. It's true.
Pimp, did you get the story that broke today about the guy who crossed Antarctica alone?
No.
No.
Excellent. It's a good story. I've got it for you whenever you're ready for it. All right. So this guy, after 15 days of pulling a 400-pound sled across windy Antarctica, sharded himself, right?
What a hero.
So, right? In order to be able to make sure that he optimized bringing the food and the calories that he needed, he only brought one pair of underwear and then had to run around in shitty draws in Antarctica for 32 days as he finished crossing it by
What?
himself.
Oh my
Yeah.
That's gonna chafe. That's gonna chafe.
Real
I'm
bad.
gonna tell you right now.
Did you wash it in the snow at least? With the...
You can't. It's so frozen up there. There's just no chance. Like there's no liquid
Just
water.
take them
Except,
off.
No,
It's
Right.
not even your underwear wouldn't even be flexible after a certain point. It would just be this crust,
Right.
this shitty crusty.
Just knock it off.
he brought 200. Yeah, he brought
Chip it off with a
220 pounds
chisel.
of food, but one pair of underwear.
God, the mighty damn.
You gotta chisel the underwear off.
He said from that moment on, every step was accompanied by sticky chafing.
Yeah.
Oh God,
Someone
Yeah.
said just remove them. You can't take off your clothes in the middle of the Antarctic. You'd fucking freeze. You
Your
lose
dick
too much
would fall off.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Now, Landon
It
spends
was-
a lot of time in Antarctica. So.
at
You
least
should
he's
be able
at
to
least,
crawl into your sleeping bag or something and wiggle
like
those off.
I bet you he never has hair on his ass again either. Like that.
I bet you got some serious diaper rash.
Oh God! Like just no.
Right there.
That's a situation, I will say.
That's the situation.
Situation.
He was eating 8,000 calories a day of coconut oil, nuts, dried cranberries, and cocoa powder in power bars designed to easily fuel his trek.
Oh God, the oil.
And one night he was he was having these like carefully and rationed, but about day 17 in the middle of the night he had a super hungry spell, which is, you know, when you're 8,000 calories a day, that's something that can totally happen. You can all of a sudden wake up ravenous. And he woke up and he just ate a bunch of them. Like he ate way too many for one night. And yeah, that coconut oil lubed
That's
up
not
the
your
situation.
That is
No.
not your friend. That's like an enema from the other side.
He got the shits in Antarctica. Yes,
Right.
He had the chili poops.
Right. But he completed the trek and now is the first person to have crossed Antarctica alone.
With
And
shitty
poop in his pants.
And when he finished, he didn't smell too good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
now
he's-
if someone wants to break this like record in better time, they're gonna have to have shit in their pants to really
You
prove
can't
themselves.
even go have like congratulatory, like, yeah, I did it. Let's go fuck. Nope.
Right.
It got really bad.
You know who I feel sorry for in all this? You know who I feel sorry for is the poor guys on that boat that had to defrost that asshole. Literally defrost that asshole.
Had to thaw out his booty.
Right.
You want to know why I feel bad for the guy who did it? Because he accomplished this thing, which is pretty awesome, and the whole headline turned into him shitting himself. That's basically what it was primarily about.
Right.
So,
That article was on one of those websites where the article looks well written and it's got, the layout is everywhere and there's not a lot of ads. It's a really nice looking article, but it's about him shitting himself. So
That's awesome.
his memorial is now a little bit shitty.
Right before the dude who wrote the article, he's like, his buddy's like, "What are you about to go do?" I'm about to go write some shit.
Right.
Holy shit, man.
It's a real shitty article.
Yeah.
Right.
These jokes are pretty shitty.
Kind of cold too, Get it? Cold Antarctica, shitty. Yeah. Oh, they're very shitty jokes. But hey, sometimes we got to talk about shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shit show.
We gotta do some shit talking sometimes.
Exactly.
Get
It is
shit
the
done.
sa- Okay, of course it's a Friday show, so that means we're only going an hour, hour and a half, or hour and a half. And we are into the second hour. So what do we do in the second hour, Missy? No, say aggressive. Eat a man. Yes, we do. That means I tell you to give me money and you do it. Also, in the description below, Missy, my lovely co-host here, has a Patreon. Please feel free to give her a few bucks, for her work she does here on the show. Also, the man with a hand up my ass, the hand with a man up my ass, Mr. Booleanenator, he also has Patreon. Please give him some money for all the work he does on this show.
You just see me knock those over.
Yes, I did on this show and many other shows. So please feel free to give him some money. We would appreciate it very much. And of course, I have a Patreon in the description below as well. Also, Streamlabs and a direct link to PayPal if you'd like to throw a few bucks my way. Help me through the weekend. Be happy, happy, happy time. Give me a Valentine's tip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As big as the one that he has, that's nice and inflatable. Give him one that
Yeah.
fast.
Do it,
Big
motherfucker.
old. Yeah.
Just the tip.
Mm-hmm.
So
Go ahead.
I do have a story if you want me to read that.
Yeah, go ahead.
So a man offers $25,000 to anyone who can find him a girlfriend.
Wow.
Yeah.
While many people are scrambling to find last-minute presents or even a date before Valentine's Day, this Kansas man wants something a little more, a girlfriend, and he's offering $25,000 to anyone who can help him find one. Bachelor Jeff Gebhardt told CBS affiliate CVTV that he has grown sick of dating the traditional way and especially abhors online dating. So he said he decided to think outside the box. Well, think about it. If you're in a happy marriage, what monetary value could you ever place on meeting the right person ever? My time and frustration and disappointment definitely is worth some sort of dollar figure, but that is roughly what I'd spend on dating. So he put out a post on all over on social media. It's literally just a picture of him, and it says, "Find me a girlfriend, and I'll pay you $25,000." You think he'll be successful? I mean.
I think someone will come up and date him and take the money and stay with him for 2 months and then break up.
Well, no, there's a stipulation here, though. There's a stipulation here.
Oh.
It says a potential match must exclusively date Gebhardt for 365 days, so 1 year, according to his website. The matchmaker only gets the cash if the pair makes it to the 1 year mark, and they don't take it home all at once. Gebhardt will pay the fee in 5 installments of $5,000 over a 5-year period.
Bullshit.
Fuck
that's
that. No.
That's bullshit.
He's not gonna pay nobody shit. He just wants a pussy.
Yep.
Yeah.
That motherfucker's horny and lonely, and he's like, I'll just say I'll give somebody $25,000. Give me some pussy.
Yeah, give me some pussy.
Yeah, he's full of
No,
shit.
there's no way.
No, there's no fucking way. If this guy really has to go out and pay $25,000 to get somebody else to find him someone to fuck, then yeah, I think that says a lot
Just
about
go
this
pay
guy's personality.
$25,000 on some hookers.
Yeah, if you really want that.
You don't have to pay that much.
You don't.
That's
Yeah.
what he'll spend over a year, though. That's what it like.
Or just don't be an intolerable asshole and you'll fucking find someone decent. But you know,
Right.
maybe that's the problem.
Yeah.
Probably.
That's
In 2006, the price for an hour of sex with a female prostitute averaged $340 around the globe, but today the average is down to $260. So,
Those hoes getting cheaper.
economy, man.
and if you're the kind of
Quality.
person who's paying $25,000 to try to find a girlfriend, I don't think you're going to need an hour. So,
No, you're gonna need 10, 15 minutes. And you can-
Come on,
Quality
Trump. Why aren't you
of
talking about this and how this
that's
affects our
going
economy?
downhill is what it is.
Dude, you can go to a strip club and get a blowjob for $40. I'm telling you, I've done it.
you go down to the local crack house and get a blowjob for $10. Like,
Well, yeah. And those
It's all
bitches
about-
know what they're doing.
Scap is like, I've shopped around.
it's all about standards.
Well,
If you can
yeah,
lower them far
yeah,
enough, the
yeah.
world is your oyster.
Mhm.
That's the Walmart of whorehouse.
Right.
Yeah, you go to Tiffany's, you'll pay $40 for a blowjob, and you can Walmart, you get 20. There you go.
Right.
Yeah, and there's no fat bitches that are all crack. They're all skinny. There
All right, you ready for a controversial story?
Yeah.
Alright.
Andover High School principal has just tweeted about their school lunch for Black History Month. So the Philip Conrad, the principal for Andover High School, tweeted the following. Tomorrow, 2/13, the cafe and the nutrition services are celebrating Black History Month 2020 with the hashtag, with a lunch of chicken drumsticks, macaroni and cheese, cornbread, and collard greens.
Oh, that
that's
sounds
so
delicious.
racist. That's
That
so
sounds
I mean, it
delicious.
does sound good, but it
But
is
it's racist.
really a
Yeah, it's racist.
stereotypical dinner.
Yeah, it's racist.
Yeah, it's pretty racist. Yeah.
But they like collard greens and chicken. I like chicken collard greens.
Oh, like I said, it sounds delicious. I mean, I like that shit too. It's all good, but I
Yeah,
mean,
but
come
it's
on,
just
have,
so
have a little self-awareness. I'm not even saying it's
No,
necessarily
it's
racist.
shitty.
I'm not
it's
even
a
saying
weird-
it's necessarily racist, but it's really insensitive.
It's a weird thing to do, really.
Yeah.
It's-
For 2020, it is definitely tone deaf.
Did they
Yeah.
have watermelon for dessert?
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
there's watermelon for dessert. They took
They
it
have
too
purple
far.
drink.
Mhm.
Right.
Get some purple drink.
So they have some purple drink.
But
There's definitely purple drink. You know it.
yeah, you gotta have purple drink now, which is grape Kool-Aid. By the way,
I
purple
do
drink,
know
right?
that.
Purple drink and grape Kool-Aid.
I do know that. I'm not that white.
As people started to tear into the school to take a look at what the fuck was going on, they found out that they were on there was also others stuff on the lead up, like Chicken and Waffles Day and stuff like that. So
Holy crap!
yeah.
I want some.
That's Roscoe Day.
Mhm.
I mean, my kids would probably be happy if they did chicken and waffles, but not like announcing it as like, oh, Black History Month chicken and waffles. Like,
You just gotta
Right.
know what you're doing. I mean, you got to be. They had to be thinking.
I
They
know,
had-
yeah.
How
I
do you
had to-
not think about that?
As a grown adult,
Right.
I know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
So from
my
where you
kids'
guys are,
schools do stupid.
so where you guys are in the U.S., when you get chicken and waffles, is it waffles with chicken gravy on it and chicken with syrup to dip in?
It's fried
What?
chicken.
No,
What?
it's fried
Yeah.
chicken with waffles and then syrup over the entire thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Here
No.
here in the Pacific Northwest, there is chicken gravy that is put onto the waffles.
You know
Really?
what I had in the Pacific Northwest that I cannot find over here in New England anywhere is
What?
the Brussels sprouts with the maple syrup on them.
Oh fuck yeah, that's how I make them.
Like, I hate maple syrup. Okay, I hate it. I refuse to eat chicken waffle. I hate the smell of maple. It makes me want to puke. But I will eat an entire like case of those Brussels sprouts.
Well, they're close to Canada, right? And they put maple syrup on everything in Canada.
You don't understand. These things are like fried Brussels sprouts. with
Yeah, I know
this
what they are.
sweet, like they tried to like
Oh
they
my
have like
God.
a version up here.
Mhm.
It's got honey over it, and it's just not the fucking same. It's just not.
I've
I
never
want
ate
those
it, but
damn
I've heard
Brussels
of it.
sprouts.
I've seen
Right.
people. Yeah, I've never ate it, but I've seen people eat it before when I was up there.
I've like dreamed of those Brussels sprouts ever since I left.
In standard preparation for Brussels sprouts, when I make them, it's you cut them in half so that you can get to the core easier, and you pan fry them in olive oil, and about 3 minutes before they're finished, you add maple syrup in order to make
Okay.
sure that you remove the bitterness of the vegetable itself.
Do you
Yeah.
coat the Brussels sprout in anything? Like, is it like
It's-
in
it's- at that
cornstarch
point,
or something?
Nope.
You just
Nope.
like have them
at-
in olive oil.
Right. And then at that point, it's olive oil and syrup that
Right.
is, created a caramelized coating on the
Okay.
outside of them, and then you hit them with sea salt.
Okay. I was trying to figure it out, and I couldn't figure out if it was like tossed in cornstarch first or like some sort of something first. Like what? Like I tried and I failed miserably.
You stick them up your ass,
Hmm.
and then you set them there for about 20 minutes. Then you take them out your ass, and then you put the syrup on it.
Pimpmunk
Okay.
lie.
Yeah,
I'll have to do that tonight.
you can call my penis a Brussels sprout.
You want me to cut it in half and fry it?
It's already halved. It's already been done for you, baby. Pre-half. That's so stupid. But I have a penis.
Yes,
You do. You do. You have two, in fact. You got that one.
Why am I
and the other one.
frozen?
Yeah, frozen for me. I see you. You're moving.
Yeah, me too.
I'm frozen for me.
You're frozen for me too.
What?
In one screen, I can see you frozen. Now that. No, you're still
Man.
frozen there.
What the fuck, Skype? You've been fucking up all day today.
I'm not frozen on
Yeah.
the stream, so it doesn't matter, I guess.
Yeah, who cares if you're not
I
frozen?
think I'm frozen on
Right.
the stream.
I see you moving too. So
You're moving from
Yeah.
me.
No, Booleanenator
y'all-
screen is frozen in Skype for me. That's
Yeah,
the
that's
only
what it is
That's
for
what
me
it is.
too. Okay, that's what
Okay.
it's. Okay, that's what's happening.
Y'all
yeah.
are fine on the
Skype.
stream.
Yeah,
So,
Okay.
yeah,
I
we're
don't
fine.
get
That's
it.
all that matters. That's all that matters. But
Okay.
yeah, we are frozen here for some reason. But I am
This
holding my
guy's
penis.
stupid. He's holding his penis.
I'm holding
He's
my
got a
penis.
peen.
yep, live on air. You guys should give some tips for that. You guys should definitely give some
Huh.
likes. There's 15 likes and like almost
See, I'm a
40 people
dickhead.
watching. So come on, guys, give us some likes. Give us some fucking likes, please. I'll do some weed if you do it. I'll do it.
Ooh. Look at that.
Like you would not do weed if they didn't do it.
Okay, well, I was gonna do it anyway, but I'll do more than I was going to. So I'll get higher.
Lick the tip. Pimpmunk says, Vlad, I tell you what, you give me $100 right now, I'll lick the tip.
Mhm.
What is it? What is steel, dude? That's fucking good.
It's a steal. No, I'll tell you what now, man. We got a stream go, a small stream go today of $60. When we made 5, so we need 55.
Right.
And we've got like a few minutes to do it. So do it.
Meanwhile, would you like to hear some Valentine's Day facts from around the world?
Sure.
I'm trying to suck my penis.
Oh my god, dude, he was munching on that wiener. Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
God. Your face fucking the shit out of that.
Mm.
Right?
Look,
Oh,
Mom, no
wow.
hands. Anyways, yeah, go ahead with some weird Valentine's Day shit.
So in Japan, Valentine's Day is pretty much the reverse. On Valentine's Day, females give men gifts. So that day, it's very popular for them to hand out hanmei cocoa, which is a homemade chocolate. And if you really like the person, other similar small handmade gifts as well. On March 14th, the men return the gesture on a day called White Day, where they give white chocolate and other small white gifts as a sign of their affection. But that tradition actually only started in 1978. So it's a really recent tradition there.
I know.
On Valentine's
Man,
Day in the...
Why
What?
gotta
Go
be
ahead.
white? Why gotta be white?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I mean-
Racist.
They're racist.
They still even give chicken
I mean-
and waffles to black girls on Valentine's Day.
it's very true.
Go ahead.
Should've done
In
that.
the Philippines, hundreds of Filipino couples get married at the same time on Valentine's Day. Yeah, it's a tradition called Kasalang Bayan, and it is a mass wedding ceremony that needs huge spaces to accommodate enormous amounts of brides and groom in one public ceremony.
Okay.
That just sounds like a recipe for divorce to me, but like in Finland and Estonia, they celebrate Friends Day on February 14th, which we honor having a friend and other significant others. They do give out cards and gifts still, but they're for anyone from your best friend to your neighbor.
Oh.
And it's also a popular day to get engaged.
Oh, okay.
So much so that they have a super interesting tradition for single people where they have buses that come out that are government funded called love buses, where single people get on the bus in hopes of meeting someone special.
Not getting on the bus.
Right.
Not getting on the bus, you creepy fuckers. I'm not getting on the fucking bus.
Right.
Stay on the curb over here, thank you.
Right. Valentine's Day is officially banned in Saudi Arabia.
Of course it is.
Right. In the days leading up to February 14th, it's illegal to sell roses or love-themed greeting cards in the kingdom.
Saddam
They
Hussein
believe-
was like, fuck y'all.
Right. They believe that it promotes alcohol consumption and premarital sex. There is an underground black market for roses.
Dude, the pink market, dude.
Yeah. Right. Where customers order over the phone and secret gifts are given out of the back of stores.
That is so sad.
Right.
I know, dude. Imagine trying to outlaw love. That's fucking ridiculous.
Right. Well, those are my interesting around the world.
Well, here in Mississippi, we call it FYC Day, which is Fuck Your Cousin Day.
Isn't that every day?
Yeah, well, it's just here it's legal on this day.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, Incestual Romance Day. That's what it's called.
Right.
But all my cousins are ugly.
Mm.
Does that make it bring new
Well-
meaning to the words bromance?
Yeah, it does. Because I don't know. I didn't have a joke for that one. Anyways,
Right.
moving on. We have got a few more minutes left. We're actually going to end it in 3 minutes instead of 11:30. We're going to end it at 11:20 today. So we got 3 minutes for love, and then Valentine's Day is over with. Besides,
It's
I'm going to
done.
fly to Connecticut and
Connecticut, dude.
I'm going to Connecticut in Connecticut. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to lick some country.
Oh damn.
Tear that Twaticus up. I don't know. Twaticus muffiness.
Yeah, muffiness. That's fucking great. I love it.
Yeah,
It's
that's
quite sunny here today.
it is sunny here today. Oh, dude, this is the
Freezing outside.
it is here too. It was 23 degrees when I woke up this morning. It's cold for here. That's very cold for here.
It's gonna be 8 today tonight, I think.
Yeah, for Mississippi though, 23 degrees is pretty fucking cold. But this is the first day we've had sun in like 5 days, and I was so 'cause we've had nothing but rain for like 4 days straight, and it was just been horrible. And it was actually good to go outside this morning and see fucking blue skies, but it was cold though. My balls fell off and I shit in my pants.
I'm ready for springtime. I'm ready for some decent weather, some 50s, some 60s. I know that's probably what you already have, but it sucks here, man.
Well, I mean, everybody else freezing their ass off, and fucking Booleanenator down there like probably 75 degrees in
I
Florida.
know, yeah. It's unfair. It's unfair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think when I went a couple years ago. Go ahead.
I mean, the trade-off is that as I sit here listening to this show, I realize that I'm living in the middle of all the crazy y'all talk about all the fucking time.
That's
Like
true.
literally, I live in Clearwater. Guess what's headquartered in Clearwater?
Yeah, you basically live in
Scientology.
warm shit.
Yep.
It's 25 here right now. It's
I
gonna
don't know what
go down to 8 degrees tonight.
Yeah. It was 23 here earlier this morning when I first woke up, but let me see what temperature is right now. Temp in Baldwin, Mississippi. So let's see. The temperature is it's warmed up. It's 34 here right now. So yeah, still pretty fucking chilly though.
Yeah. We had a really, really mild winter.
Yeah.
Like
we had-
not one good snowstorm since December.
Somewhere it's getting hit pretty hard though. What was that last week? It was getting hit. Was it Midwest or somewhere? They got hit pretty hard. Yeah. But anyways, Spirit Flame says it's 19 Celsius here. It is 27 with the wind chill. Okay.
Oh god.
So yeah.
That's like unlivable cold. Like they should just shut down. They should just shut down.
Just quit.
Like I think
What
if it
the-
was that cold here, I think they might close school down, right? But does 19 degrees Celsius, negative 19 degrees Celsius go into in Fahrenheit?
My what the forecast quip is just remember every silver lining has a fucking cloud.
Yes.
It's 75 degrees. It feels like 75. The humidity is 82% though. We have 82% humidity. It's
That's like
sticky as fuck right now. That's what it is.
I don't like sticky heat.
Well, You wouldn't enjoy a summer in Mississippi then. Oh, it's gross. It's gross. I was like, when I went to California, everybody was like, "Oh, it's so hot." I'm like, "Fuck y'all. This is nice."
Yeah.
It's like because it's it's dry out there during the summer. It's nice.
Is it dry in the Northwest too? Like up
No.
in like Washington, does it get dry?
No.
No. You guys have
No.
sticky summers up there.
It
It's
doesn't get
fucking
real-
wet all year.
It doesn't really
Yeah.
get hot though. It doesn't really get hot in the Northwest though.
Yeah.
No.
Nah, like we get real, uppity about it getting to like 104. Like we're all like, it's fucking awful because we all live underwater most of the year.
Mm.
No. I think
Oh.
where I am, the hottest it normally gets is maybe like 90, 94.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a good day here in the south in the summer. Dude, we get up in the hundreds, and it's fucking hot. My fat ass be like, "I'm dying." Yeah,
Yeah, you can't live without air conditioning down here. If you don't have air
You got to
conditioning,
have
you're
air.
sucking balls, man.
yeah, dude. Air conditioners are must here. You will die of heat stroke. you will die. But anyways, guys, we appreciate you watching. It's been a good week, and we're gonna have a good week next week as well. And we'll see you guys Monday on the Morning Wood. Take it easy. We're great here.
Mhm.
I'm great.